Terra. My chicks dig it. Use the code T-HAND at checkout to unlock 10% savings on all Grub Terra products. Hey everybody, T-HAND141 Homestead. I am Tracy, the one, the only, thank God, or so says my mother. Hey Suzanne. And Tammy is here. And wow, it has been a week. Let me tell you, we have wildfires going on to the north of us, and the wind shifted to the south, coming from the north. So it has been hazy here, hazy. And oh my goodness, it has just been busy. It's funny, I proved myself a prophet apparently. A couple days ago, my mom called me and she says, I need to go to the doctor's. I said, okay, call them, make an appointment. And she called me back at like 11 and said, yeah, they want me to be there by 12 for an x-ray and then go to the doctor's office after that. I gotta pull that down just a little bit. And there's just no way. It's a half an hour for me to get to her house, and then it's another half an hour to get from her house to the hospital. So, but we got her x-rays, but on the way I told her, I said, Mom, I said, you know, I know what's going to happen. You're going to go get an x-ray, which is going to be inconclusive. Then we're going to go talk to the doctor, and the doctor's going to say, well, the x-ray is inconclusive, but we're going to give you antibiotics because bronchitis is going around. And then she's going to get home and she's going to take the antibiotics, and she's going to have a reaction of some sort to the antibiotics. So she won't be taking them. Guess what? We went and got the x-rays. Then we went to the doctor. The doctor says, well, we haven't got them yet. So that's the same as inconclusive in my book. We haven't got the x-rays back, but we think it's probably bronchitis. They gave her some antibiotics that she's supposed to be able to take, and she can't take them. She said she had a horrible reaction to them because she's allergic to a lot of things. So yeah, be praying for Mom. She's feeling much better. In the last 2 days, she's feeling a lot better. It has been smoky and hazy. The day before yesterday, I took the Branson out over to the neighbors, Misty and Alex. Shout out to them. And leveled out some more sand piles, because they get the sand brought in. They're trying to build up for a yard. This road is affectionately called by the locals Swamp Road. So they're trying to build it up so that they can have a nice yard. I got bronchitis myself, starting to improve. No, yeah. After I got done being outside most of the afternoon, leveling out the sand and stuff, my chest was, with the muscles of my chest were tight. It wasn't a heart attack or anything like that. I'm not so lucky, but yeah, it was, I was feeling the effects. It wasn't from sitting on the tractor. I mean, I'm lazy and fat, but I'm not that fat and lazy. So yeah, the wildfires, Angie and Mike from Me and You Acres, they're really close to them. And these wildfires are they're not isolated to one area. There are several of them that are running east to west or west to east, whichever you want to call it. And it's peppering the Northeast of the United States, what we call the Northeast anyway, with this hazy smoke. And then Lynn from Bucket List Homestead just told us on a message that they were driving behind somebody and they saw them flick out a lit cigarette butt. You can't fix stupid, but you can darn sure try to beat it out of somebody, right? Yeah, yeah. It's horrible. And now I've heard several different things. Some say that there are some campers that were arrested, or for an illegal fire or something, and that reignited. Then some people say it was lightning. There's a fire and smoke map. It's bad. Here we've cleared up a lot. I was actually able to see clouds today, which was really nice. Yeah, that's me. How's it going, Dave? Have I been gone that long? I don't know what the deal is. My face looks weird. Of course, it always looks weird. Hey, Vay. In Southwest Ohio, we're under air quality alert as well. I have to use my, yeah. And absolutely, yeah, hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's Richie. The other day, they've been talking about putting moving the snowplow turnaround over in front of. Oh, thank you, Vay. Over in front of Misty and Alex's place, and in order to do that, they would have to clear out a large portion. Well, I say a large portion, a big chunk of my trees to do that. And they had markings. The U dig came in and marked where it was safe for them to dig and all, and because I moved. We built this as a camp. Okay, the cabin was going to be an off grid camp with the intent of one day living here. But then Wendy got sick, so timeline really moved up. Because our house had a lot of steps in it and stairs and everything like that. And it, with Wendy going through chemo, it was really, yes, it does. It does. You got to take, you just got to take the chat down, hit like, and then bring the chat back up. But then it's like you're re-entering chat all over again. But there's a reason it was built on a seasonal road. I've always wanted that seclusion, that control. So I finally got hold of the woman. She called back. She tried to get hold of me earlier. They pulled in and I wasn't home. Go figure. I was taking my mom to the prophesied doctor's appointment. I am not Pentecostal, guys. I'm Baptist, man. I've had the hold the baby, raise my hands to hold the baby level, but that's as far as I've gone. No, I've actually. Anyway, y'all don't want to know all that stuff, but but so she called and she said, yeah, she said, Tracy, we're actually going to be doing it. We're just going to enlarge basically the existing snowplow turnaround so it's easier. They don't have to, the plows won't have to do a 3-point turn, But there are a couple of trees on my land that they want to take down because it's kind of a bottleneck. They say it gets narrow, and I have no problem with that. Yeah, a Walmart and a Motel 6. Not on my side of the road. I can tell you that from snowplow turnaround to the wood line, from wood line to wood line here ain't gonna happen. The Amish could sell out. I guess the Christmas tree farm that's next to me, he uses it as a tax write-off. So he could sell out, and that would happen. Alex and Misty, I think it's Misty's aunt that actually owns across the road from me, and then they bought a chunk off her down the road a little ways, and yeah, if that ever comes up for sale, I'm gonna jump on it. Well, that's a good thing, kind of. Hey guys, check out Vay's place. Check out her page. Yeah, guys, if you type !share, Nightbot will automatically share out your link to your channel. Let me go ahead and bring that up. I hadn't done that. Yeah, my chickens and the guinea. What is the male guinea? Is it the male of guinea fowl? You have guinea hens, and then are they guinea roosters? Are they guinea cocks? What exactly are they? What's up, Bushcraft family? How's it going? Welcome. But he started raising cane, so I went out with a shotgun. Yesterday, was it? Hey, how's it going? Your chickens are rubbing off on you. Your chickens are, how are the girls anyway, Marilyn? Share me $1 million. I tell you what, if you get $1 million, I will share it with you. I have a bunch of $1 million bills. Okay. They are actually, it's really fun. They're gospel tracts. Okay. They have a really good way to share the gospel on the back of them that makes it make sense to people. Because what do I need to be saved from? I'm a good person, and it takes them through that and all that good stuff. But I have $1 million bills, and a lot of times I'll hand it to people and say, "Hey, thanks $1 million." And then they'll laugh, and I'll say, "Yeah, if you find a place to cash it, let me know. I got stacks of them." So, I'm rich. I am rich in kitty cats. I am rich in oh man, very few people have it better than I do. I got to be honest. The only thing I wish was really better for me. Well, I wish Wendy was still here, but that wouldn't be better for her. But it was my gardening. Oh, nice. Nice. Those are awesome. I like folding them up so you can see so they look like money, and dropping them in the aisle at Walmart. And then you go to the end of the aisle, and you watch people, and they'll see it, and they'll look around, then they'll step on it, and then they'll look around, and when they think nobody's looking, they'll reach down and pick it up and stick it in their pocket real quick. They think that they found a bunch. I'm rich. I homestead in my apartment. I have friends, a roof over my head, food in my belly, and a place. Absolutely. That's boy, oh boy, this belt is. I went to Walmart today and picked up a back belt. This is going to sound a little weird because I do all sorts of work just when I'm sitting in my chair. I've got this really nice chair. I got this really nice chair. Okay, it's like a lounge chair. Excuse the mess back there. But when I'm sitting, apparently my posture isn't that great. But my lower back gets hurting so bad. June 8th, doing a fire in the fireplace inside. I actually earlier this morning, I was thinking about starting a fire in the wood stove, just starting a small one. And what I'd normally do just to what I'd normally use just to start a fire and then just let it go out just to take the chill off. The thing is my back only hurts when I'm sitting. I am actually trying to use the supports in the back to keep my lower back, to keep me from see, it wants me to sit like this instead of like this. See, because I can sit like this and type and all that good stuff. And if I were to take the belt off when I'm sitting, because once I stand up, it really hurts when I stand up, but then it goes away. So if I were to take it off when I was sitting, it would kind of be a waste of, I don't know, I forget how much it was, $10 or whatever. But I'm a trooper. So must have me. Yeah, sitting down hurts my back. It was a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago. I was planting my squash because I bought some squash plants, and I was putting them in the garden, and I just reached forward, not really an overly reach, but something in my lower back pulled. But yeah, when I sit in this chair, I end up with a pain in the back. Now I know how Wendy felt, but she always said I was a pain in the neck. But let's see here. There have been all sorts of stuff. So yeah, tomorrow there will be a video coming out on me leveling the sand piles and grading off Misty and Alex's yard. I need to get rid of that one. If you feel generous, I need to get rid of that one. But then today I did my shopping for the month. Not really for the month, but I went shopping. Hey, quiet listener, how's it going? Welcome. But I have had a very strange thing happen to me in the last couple weeks. I am usually, I'll be going to do something and I'll be like, oh, that would make a good video. Oh, that would make a good video. That's not happening to me right now. Where am I? Picoric Kenneth, you are on THAN 141 Homestead. Welcome. Yeah. What is it here? It's 60 degrees out here now. It's 69 in the house. And we have had a total of 12 hundredths of an inch, just a little over a tenth of an inch of rain this month. We need more rain. Funny thing is, I got down the hill, headed toward Rome, and it was pouring. and then it smoothed out to this nice, even soaking rain, and it just kept coming the whole time I was in Rome. I'm like, all right, if this hits the Homestead, I'll be awesome. No, we didn't get quite that much. Oh, your USB connections are, yeah, that's hard. You got to have the right connections. What did I? Yeah. How will you survive it? 82 degrees. Wow. It's funny. I put my air conditioner in one day, and yes, I am off grid, but I have an air conditioner. My batteries will handle it, and I have a generator that runs it that will handle it. And 75 in Southwest Ohio, 51 right now. Yeah. Boy, we went through all that heat, and then all of a sudden it just cooled right off. I think a lot of it was due to the forest fires. For some reason, they heated up, and the wind all shifted from the north. Does who need a roommate? Quiet listener? With 82 degrees? Oh, yeah, that's beautiful weather. Um, but yeah, my understanding is that so far, everybody that I am in contact with in Eastern Canada is okay. Um, uh, the accidental homestead, they uh, they are back on their homestead and apparently have accounted for all their animals, I believe. Hey, Carol Z, welcome, welcome. Um, Need rain, and I am around 20% of the world's fresh water. The great, yeah, I need, yeah, everywhere. It's been so dry. It's just amazing how dry it's been. We have not had enough rain. Now, luckily, I I used the back to Eden garden method in my main garden. So what I have in the ground right now is all in there, and the wood chips, all that rain, they absorb it, and they kind of suck that down, and then they hold it to the surface. You won't with a back to Eden garden. Very rarely, there are exceptions to every rule. With the back to Eden garden method with wood chips, you should not get too wet. Your plants in the ground should not get too wet or too dry, because you dig down just a little way, and you dig down just a little ways, and man alive, it gets moist. That's a fun word, moist. Waiting for the locust next. Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, God has restricted most of our plagues to Washington, D.C. It's called the executive branch and the legislative branch. Okay, quiet listener, I need my hours. You all, please, if you can, run my master playlist. It sure will help me. Absolutely. Guys, if if you if you have channel free, go ahead and run quiet listeners Quiet listener, why don't you go ahead and do the exclamation point share, type in exclamation point share, and that will drop your link. Nightbot will drop your link, and then I can get it on right now. Oh, Marhy Lynn already did it for you. Awesome. Marhy Lynn is on the ball. She is one of the best moderators. Let's see here. I want to move it to new window. Minus it down. Take it over to the other screen. I need a new computer. I did go down and I ordered two 12 by 20 sheds from the Amish, and they should be done right around the end of July, or at least one of them should be. Let's see, is this going to give me the where I can mute it before it starts coming through and echoing and all that good stuff? Wait. There, I paused that. Quiet listener. And that opens up. Store, I would like to, but storage containers, it's kind of a toss up. These sheds will last just about forever. Created playlist, save playlist, master playlist, 123 videos. Now I can't mute it, but I got to put the volume down. Not mute. Skip ad. Are you monetized already? How many watch hours do you need? And you guys let me know if you can hear that. If it's distracting, I'll pull my mic out this way a little. Do the Amish deliver the shed? Yes. It's usually $450 for them to deliver a shed. However, because I live so close to them, they probably won't charge me, or at least they probably won't charge me that much. I need a shipping container for my son to live in. I bought my 3 sheds from the Home Depot. Yeah, I don't know. The ones that I have seen, the sheds that I have seen, I'm going to have to pause that. It's not going to, I will turn it on as soon as I'm off the live stream. The sheds that I've seen at Home Depot and Lowe's and even at Harbor Freight and all these other places, they're built out of like 2x2s instead of 2x4s. They just don't seem that strong. Not to mention, I see in the winter here, you drive down Rome and you see where the sheds in their parking lots have collapsed from the snow load. I want to do lives. How does one do so? I use StreamYard. Go to StreamYard.com, and it's really easy. You link it to your YouTube channel, and then from there, you can schedule it. You can go live right at the time, whatever. and it just makes it real easy so that you can put this stuff up on the bottom and all that. I have 1.4 thousand and 365 days, and I have 120,000 friends that join my TP. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. So you've met the subscribers. Now you just need the watch hours, and you need about 2,500 watch hours. But that sounds like a lot, but it can go really, really fast. Yeah, back 20 years ago, they built things a lot differently. Uh, a lot differently. They built stuff with uh, chutzpah, with good building techniques, and it wasn't like today where it's designed to last for so long, and then you got to go out and buy another one. Hey guys, I just want to point out the sticker wall. I've got me, Thorhaven Farm, Back to Basics Homestead, Rem's Family Farm, Bucket List Homestead, my Handsteaders motto, Handsteaders Live Free, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, Just Doing Our Best, Old Man King Homestead, Barb's Country Home, and Rambling with the Brooms. Guys, if you have a sticker for your, I should have that big light on. See, now I can stand up, and that didn't hurt a bit. There, now you might be able to see them a little bit better if I, well, Remy's causing trouble. What is that? Oh, mailing stickers. Here, hold on to that for me, kitty. I don't have a lot of videos up yet. That's why I need a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah. And I see you've got a lot of shorts. Okay, the first two are shorts. Okay, and then they start picking up. Okay. All right. Yeah, I will definitely be checking that out. You have 123 videos. Yeah. Just keep making them and cranking them out, and you'll make it. See, Tracy got skinny running the YouTube marathon for watch time. Yes. Yes, I did. I got skinny. All right. Holy moly. It wore me out. It really did, because after that, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I'm monetized now. I'm actually getting paid for this. That means, I mean, I'm not getting paid much, but that means that I need to really start producing some stuff and getting better. And I'm going to continue to get better. On the sheds, you don't have to pay any sales. That's nice. I'm not sure if I have to pay it with the Amish or not. I really don't know, but I do know that I do not, because it's a prefab all put together and everything, I do not have to pay for a building permit, which is $500 right there, to get permission to build on my land, so that they can fly a drone over my land and search my property against the Fourth Amendment. That's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole. I have all my videos in a master. Yeah. Actually, I'm looking at it now. Tree trim is done. Interview with HNWHS. Breakfast burrito, night ride, February, Native American flute and storytelling. Ooh. That sounds nice. I will be putting them on for you. Absolutely. People spylight. Yeah. Honestly, if it was just a private citizen flying over my property, it wouldn't bother me half as much as a government entity doing it because of the Fourth Amendment. Not a lot. I've got some sheds coming. I've been working in the garden. I took my mom to the doctor's office. That's always fun. But the big, hold on one second. I gotta stop this phone call. Hello? Hello? Dude, I love the police. I love the troopers. Don't call me asking me for money. If you want money, pull me over like every other cop on the in the county. They might as well. They might as well tax the air in New York. They tax everything else, but now, I think what's going to happen is, because I believe that law passed that you have to have by 2030, they will have done away with gas stoves, and you will have to have electric stoves and electric furnaces. Screw that, New York. No offense, please forgive my language, but that's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Not everybody lives in the city. In fact, well, okay, most of New Yorkers live in one of the cities, but there's a ton of us that don't. The live phone call cannot have a live at Tracy's. Yeah, I know. And this is the guy, he keeps calling me. Same guy keeps calling me, asking, and I keep telling him, put me on the do not call list. Put me on the do not call list. You can't ask them to take you off the call list. You have to tell them to put you on the do not call list. And they keep calling. Guys, when I give to the police, I will give to the police. Okay. When they're doing a fund drive I will give locally. Number one, I'm not going to give to troopers. And you say, why? Tracy, what's wrong with the troopers? The troopers they work for the governor. They are appointed. They have a chief, commander, whatever. I will give to the sheriff's department. The troopers work for the government, for the state government, and the sheriff works for me, for the people. Where did that go? No worries at all. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make a sound effect for the rabbit hole. Rabbit hole, because I go down rabbit holes a lot. I just got my tax documents for Port Leyden. And it's a lot different than here in the town I live in Ava, the town of Western, whatever. So let me see here. Trying to think. Oh, the other day, the guinea was going off, and the chickens were going off over by the chicken coop. And I have to be careful. That chicken coop is not secure from animals. Okay, it's secure from the weather. But that's why I have to have the new shed. I have to have the new shed by this winter, and I should get it by the end of July. But the chickens were going off, and so I grabbed the shotgun and go out. I cannot see. There are no hawks. There's nothing on the ground. There are no other animals, just the chickens going crazy. And then when I went out, they calmed down. And so I'm walking back to the house, and all of a sudden I see this big raccoon run out from the woodshed. And I'm like, oh, pull. But fortunately, because I don't like killing animals, but he was far enough away, he was far enough away that I said, well, I'm just going to send some lead in his direction over his head, because I don't know if any of you have ever been shot at before, but when someone shoots a 12 gauge shotgun in your direction, there's a shock wave that goes with that. You feel that. There's no doubt that there is absolutely no doubt that it is being shot at you. Okay. Especially at short range. So I put 2 rounds over its head. Because like I said, I don't want to kill it. I just want to let it know it's not welcome, because it's not. Raccoons will raid the eggs, which I need to take care. I've had 2 hens sitting on eggs, and one of them quit early. Okay, she was only on eggs for a couple weeks, like a week and a half maybe, and then the other one got off, and I was about to take the eggs in, and I went to grab the eggs, not to take them in, but to get rid of them because they'd been out there too long, and she was back sitting on them again. So I haven't been able to sell any eggs. I haven't been able to harvest any eggs because I got chickens on them all the time. And if my hens will hatch their own chicks, I want them to do so. I need them to do so. It will save me money if they do so. But I keep checking under her. She doesn't like it, but I keep checking under her. Black River real estate must be well, actually my house in Port Leyden was, if I walked straight in a straight line from my house, it would have taken me, and this is through the woods, up hills and stuff like that, it would have taken me maybe 5 minutes tops to get to the Black River. I am literally farther away from the Black River now than I was before. The school system's different. And I gotta say that's one thing for South Louis school system is they keep their taxes low. They really do. My plants are all doing very well. The ones I planted, the tomatoes that I grew from seed in the house. If you remember, I had that whole shelf right there, full of tomatoes. I had over 50 tomato plants. I think I got 4 to 6 of them left. I have got to figure this whole hardening off thing. They had fallen. I think I was a couple weeks early again. Last year I planted at the beginning of March inside, and that was way too early. This year I did the beginning of April. I think the middle of April When did I plant those? Hey, shout out to Thorhaven Farm. I got their little notebook here that I bought at the Homesteader convention. Let's see. Planted seeds indoors. Tomatoes. Yeah, that was the 24th of March. That was the 24th of March. So that was still quite early. Long Keepers, Terracotta, and Giant Crimson, the 24th of March. So next year, I'm thinking mid-April, because it was just before I wanted to. My goal was to harden them off outside and bringing them in for a week. And like a week before I went to start hardening them off, when I went to take them to move them around, all the tomatoes fell. They tipped, all of them. Not the base, not the thing they were planted in. Hey, Chuck, how's it going? Welcome. But all the tomatoes plants, they just laid down, and then they kept getting tangled up when I would take them out and bring them back in. So they weren't in great condition. They weren't in great condition when I took them out and transplanted them. So if I wait a little longer, then I do believe it will be better. A small lean-to on the side of your shed would, yeah. Actually, what I'm really hoping to do, is once I get the sheds taken away, because basically fencing, 4-foot fencing, is going to run me about $1 a foot. Okay. And I'm wanting to fence in a big area for the chickens, because they've been free ranging. Okay. And there will be times, I'm sure, when I let them out to free range again. But for the most part, they're going to be kept in the run. But I want it big enough so that I can grow grass for them and all that stuff. And they can be in the woods, and they can be safe, and all that, but once I'm done with all that, I'm hoping, I would like to build a porch on the front of the house. It's always been the plan. In fact, Trevor and I built it so that we've got that big, what is it, a sill plate thingy up there, so that we can connect the porch rafters coming off the front of the house. But I want to do the front porch as a greenhouse, so that when it starts warming up, I can open my sliding glass doors back here. I can open these sliding glass doors over here, and stoke up that fire, because I'm always opening windows for the fire anyway, because it's so hot in here. And that will, it'll be a greenhouse. Glad to hear you're doing great. That's awesome. It's crazy at the excuse me. It's crazy at the job these times. My eyes are already closing. I'll call it quit and wish you okay. Good night, Marilyn. You sleep well. Have a wonderful night. She works so hard. She really does. I love her videos. She doesn't talk in the videos. She has music and the words in French and English and she does a really good job, quite high quality, I would say, um, of videos. I really enjoy watching them. But yeah, so that's how my week has been. Keep praying for everyone in Canada that's in the line of these wildfires. Keep praying for everyone in the upper United States that are getting the smoke is blowing down. Because the smoke is blowing south. So pray for everybody down here. Pray for anybody affected in from these wildfires. Uh, Hopefully, there won't be any uh, lives lost or anything like that from these fires. I think they got a decent handle on evacuating and keeping everybody aware of what's going on. I was real worried about Angie and Mike for a while because it got real close to them. And Ren's Homestead, Lindsay, Jack, and Kenzie. I remembered your name, Kenzie. um, but it was getting close to them. I will take the rain. I will take the rain. We really do need rain. I want to refill. I have 3, 4. I might have 5 or 600 gallons left from my 900-gallon capacity. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, my 9 of rainwater. And I just cleaned the top layer of my filter, that where the rain comes from the gutter into the filter and then runs into the thing. I cleaned that out today, put new cloth down, landscaping cloth. Hopefully that does well. But yeah, we need rain. Everybody, I think, needs rain. Like I said, I have gotten I sat on the pillow. I have gotten 12 tenths, 12 hundredths of just a little bit above a tenth of an inch of rain in the month of June so far. And I would hate to see what it was. Well, for this, is that yearly rainfall total month? Rainfall total is an 18th of an inch is my total. So I'm thinking that might be from the year. I don't know. I don't know these things. I need to pull out the manual and check it out. But guys, I've been on here about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Tomorrow I have a video coming out playing with the Branson, putting it to work, playing in the sand and having a ball. So I hope to see you sometime at one of my lives Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. All right. I will try to make it. You have a good night, Quiet Listener. And guys, go ahead and give Quiet Listener some watch time. They're in desperate need of watch time. They have the subscribers, but they don't have the watch time. I think she needs about 2,500 more hours, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. But anyway, y'all have a great week. We will see you next week. We got a video coming out tomorrow. Also, tomorrow I am going camping with my grandson at the Boy Scout campground, and that's going to be a ball. Sleeping on the ground is always fun. And y'all have a great week. And I will see you in the funny papers. All right. Y'all have a great day, and God bless.